Weird that, innit? Chapter 2, by any means necessary. Self-explanatory, innit, really?
Yeah, then that's like I said. I will push boundaries to get results. I will straddle that grey line.
Hear that? He will push boundaries to get results, and he will straddle the grey line.
So back to mocking the lisp, bullying a disability. And yes, sometimes you have to push boundaries to get results. That's life, unfortunately, but you don't just push them. You ignore them completely, don't you, Michael?
People like that. What they have done this last 24 hours, and I'm not perfect by a long way, trust me, I'm not perfect. I may have put a message on people's Facebook just to explain what they're supporting.
But the few times I did back then, it was on my real account, not a fake one.
And this is when Gina reached out to Tommy T. Tommy T did a thing, yeah? Can you read that, guys? Because I can't read it out because I get booted. But that's disgusting, isn't it? Tommy T got onto this case as well a year and a half ago.
And what happened? Check my YouTube for the truth. Yes, it came out. It was kept behind the fake account of her baby. So you twisted it again to get Tommy back on side. And against me, even though that was exposed as a lie.
You see how I'm connecting all the dots here? Has everyone read that?
The only dots that are being connected is that you are nothing but a liar.
Have we straddled the lines? Let's go. Getting on to Gina's story now, year and a half ago.
A few days ago, I kept getting
That's
comments
Gina.
on my family's pictures, like saying that I was gifting a 40-year-old man, he was a P and an N, right. And I was encouraging it and stuff like that. And they started commenting on my dead daughter's picture over in a coffin and said that if I carried on gifting Kev, that my other children would
that's wrong,
do the same.
And what did I say? Check my YouTube, as it was proven to be a fake account and not me behind it.
No matter what they think of Kev, they shouldn't be commenting on that.
And then they started messaging me, Mum, who just got over cancer, saying that her grandchildren are going to die and stuff like that.
Please bear in mind, Gina is heavily pregnant. Yeah. He's heavily pregnant as well. He's caused that much stress. She's been in and out of hospital.
Come down Brighton and face me and BJ.
People don't understand the level that this man will go to.
I messaged the account, begging them to stop and that I wouldn't be his mod anymore and that I would stop supporting him and gifting him if it just all stopped and left my kids alone. Okay. And then he rang me on Messenger and he said that his name was Vegas. And then
it's Vegas fella doing all that. Yeah.
And what has Darreal and Swag been doing recently? Pretending to be Vegas on fake Vegas accounts. As you will see later, again proven it's not me.
Yeah, and
I'm just going to drop
down. He messaged me on his actual account saying that he's Mark Cox. And he started being when I said I won't be his mod anymore and I showed him that I deleted, I told Kev to demod me. He started being really flirty with me to the point where I had to pass my boyfriend the phone and he was talking to my boyfriend. He sent my boyfriend pictures of his purple willy.
Did you hear that? What Gina said there, where he's using Facebook to contact, making certain threats and stuff like that. Did you hear like the sort of lengths he'll go to? Tommy got onto this, he'll tell you the same.
And all the messages from the very first one till the last one is available on my YouTube. And when you read what's written from start to end, the whole context is changed.
It's just vile that he'll use Facebook for this sort of thing and families get involved and stuff like that. This is only a year and a half ago, but his excuse now is it was years ago, and the friends now. Now we'll see later on.
I've never used that excuse. I've said all you keep coming with is stuff from years ago, which I proved was bullshit. So still lying. Not seen or heard anything true yet.
See later on, they're only friends out of fear. They're just trying to keep things sweet. They just want peace. So this was after Expo 1. This is the video he released to put those people further into fear.
Very badly
Wrong again. Again. Quoted correctly rather than your narrative. You had Soxy trying to get Gina to do a lawsuit, yet if you see by the messages, I was coerced into sending a picture, and I didn't want to. It's all in black and white. And I was quoting the law of what would happen if they got what happened, as the evidence was already there to go.
Quoted a law there very badly, and that can backfire on Gina. So what you've put there is complete falsehood. I showed the messages from Gina from start to finish, and as everyone saw, that Gina was the initiator of any sort of offence, and that I did not want to send her any pictures, especially explicit pictures, but I was in a position where I felt that I had to.
And you heard it back then from my own mouth.
And if Gina's going to go down that route, there is a bit of an offence that is caused by that. So what would happen is she goes to the police station, she makes a report, it goes to court. I go to court, I then actually pull all my messages and the voice chats, and it's then proven that Gina has committed perjury. Perjury is a criminal offence resulting in prison time. If Gina wants to go that route, we'll go that route. I'm happy to play that route in court because I've got the evidence and I've proven the evidence.
See, I didn't want to go that route unless I had to as defense, not in an attacking way. But Michael is playing the easy route of a man versus woman card, rather than the facts and evidence.
And you want to have a go at me because she's a pregnant woman. Pregnancy is not an excuse for committing perjury.
And that's because Michael wants to try and play the card that she is a pregnant female and that I should roll over and submit. I don't submit to lies. I expose them, as I'm doing right now.
Plain and simple.
You see there where there's more threats where, like, if you do speak out, this is what'll happen.
Twisting it for your narrative, that's not a threat. That's just saying I will defend myself, which I have every right to do when people lie.
Friend by face, so this is me talking to Snowflakes. Like, it wasn't long ago, it was about a month ago. Look, never asked him to do that video. This is the video he did on Snowflakes where there was like a picture of her with some music saying, oh, I love you and you're my girlfriend and all this sort of thing. Look, never asked him to do that video. What am I supposed to do about him screen recording my stuff? Ain't going to risk children being doxxed, am I? Yeah, I already know what is going to come. I ain't speaking on messages, blah, blah, blah. See what I mean?
Firstly, it was nothing more than a nice video. Don't try and twist it into something more than what it was. Secondly, I still have not put anything out about Snowflakes. Thirdly, you obviously made it clear to her that I was gonna dox her children. But I haven't, have I? No, because I don't dox children. You just keep trying in that narrative as well.
Snowflakes is talking out of fear. Look, you don't get it, it's okay. Shouldn't have messaged.
That sounds like she didn't want to message you, but you were badgering her. And I know you have a history of that, don't you, Michael? You used to badger Cheza, didn't you? Behind your partner's back.
I didn't think it was you to start with because she was accusing me of something that wasn't to do with me, it was him. I am not stupid, the account was one follower, one person blocked me. So when she blocked him, she started getting calls and stuff like that, and there was weird accounts following her.
And I know I saw you and a few others saying you needed to speak to Snowflakes. And then all of a sudden the fake accounts and you're in contact, telling Porkies again, Michael.
It's just bad luck. It's easier to keep the peace than having kids outed and doxxed. See what I mean? Snowflakes is scared. They're admitting it. Gina's the same. They're all scared.
And why does that mean me doxing the kids? She also means keeping the peace with you. Even though Snowflakes hurt me emotionally, I have no reason to dox her kids.
Because that's the tactic he'll use.
Was I flirty with Tanya? A little bit, yeah. But I needed to get to Kev. It's how the real world works.
Is that how the real world works? So you had to get one over on Kev by pretending you fell in love with Tanya, okay.
Twisting the narrative again, Michael. You really are bad at this. Where did fall in love come from? That was never said. Oh yeah, your pervy sick imagination, which proves everything I said when you kept playing the I love tuna card. Because out of my own mouth, you heard I didn't like her like that. Thanks for providing evidence to counter your own narrative. That's definitely another dumb thing you did there.
I want Kev off the app because he is a fucking P.
He says the P word, I've cut it out. This is a video. We're getting on to Millie's story now. Now, this is what I would consider Millie as a new victim of Vegas. This is a video that he put on his YouTube that's still there to this day, even though Millie and Vegas don't talk anymore. And that video is really weird. She didn't ask for it, didn't want it, didn't need it. And this is the video.
It's a shame you went mass reporting the TikTok account, as the comments from Millie were much different back then. Otherwise, I would have gone and got them.
In the dark, she pulled you from ashes, ignited the spark with a smile like sunshine. She melted your chain.
Why don't you take the videos down of my elderly mother that you caused a breakdown to, and all the other lies you put over the last 2 years?
Vegas, why don't you do me a favour? Why don't you take that video down of someone who doesn't want to be on your YouTube? It's really creepy. Here's a voice note that Millie got.
Tease me every day. Plays with my Willie but makes it go away. Millie is so gorgeous.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I will. So Darreal likes to play that voice message, and he puts it at the top of the screen. Why to hide what's above that? Well, let's look at what's just above the voice clip. At the bottom of the screenshot is that voice clip, but look at the messages above. Yes, they are adult chat, but Millie don't seem so innocent now. Talking about a drawer full of her adult toys completely changes the narrative of your allegations, doesn't it?
Creepy, that, innit? That is disgusting. Someone who didn't ask for it, didn't want it, didn't need it, getting those sort of messages.
Oh, your narrative, Michael. That's why you showed it the way you did. To hide the real truth, the undeniable truth.
It's not nice, is it? So I spoke to Millie, and I've got permission to use these messages, by the way, before we get into it. I put you up for coming live out of Vegas, video made, how it made you feel. I understand if you don't want anything to do with it. And this is Millie talking to me. You can see her a bit there. Hey, I'm hoping you're doing okay, to be honest. I'm trying my best to keep out of all the drama at the moment because I'm poorly. Brain tumour. You know what I mean? She doesn't need all this by...
Well, I never knew she had a brain tumor, so that's news to me. But that's no excuse when her behavior was reciprocal.
You. I'm more than happy for anything to be shared and used. My feelings very clear, Crystal. The experience was very short. I only knew him for a few weeks, and it was mostly just him being creepy and inappropriate in other people's lives. Mostly Coy's Mike, to the point that I did tell Mike that I didn't want to join because I felt uncomfortable.
That was never brought to my attention, Al. But yes, sometimes I was inappropriate, but I wasn't the only one. But you won't target the rest because they are sucking up to you.
I messaged Vegas directly and told him he's the disgraceful. See? Look, he's been told and he still continues to do these disgusting and awful things to women.
Again, trying to force your narrative by not showing the full evidence.
It's disgusting. He treats women as objects for his own amusement.
Think you talking about yourself again, Michael?
How do we explain that? And the video's still on your YouTube. What have we got here? I think this is further messages with Millie. It's disgusting.
Again, there seems to be messages missing. But I still have them. She obviously deleted them her side. But it's too late. Let's look at what she put between the gaps. Why are these two replies from Millie missing from the screenshot Michael is showing? They can only be deleted Millie's side. So the narrative completely changes with her replies in the gaps. False narrative again.
I've robbed your video here, Swag. Look, so Millie just being Millie just being polite, putting a couple of kisses. Vegas is putting one of them gifts, another message, and another gift. Is just obsessive, and I imagine there's a fair few women getting these messages.
Oh, again, Millie's messages in reply seem to have disappeared. Let's put them back in, shall we, and see how that changes Michael's narrative again. So who is telling the truth and who is lying to your face? Oh, look what was missing. The loved emoji. The flirting from Millie. I'm not doing this to make Millie look bad. But by posting false narrative, I again have to put the truth out, which means you're making her look bad.
It's not on. Didn't ask for it, didn't want it, pushed it.
Yes, it looks that way from the edited screenshots you put up. But when you put the real messages with nothing missing, it looks different, doesn't it?
This is what Tanya said, and this lines up. Vegas Spritz sang a song over a voice message that I would lose my grandchildren, later telling me that he does this for fun.
Yeah, and Tanya's a reliable source of evidence. She makes so much up.
Fair enough. Really strange. What was this one? This is one of Kev's new moderators. They're going to remain nameless. This is one of Kev's new moderators that's being targeted. So we're still seeing the same patterns of behaviours with the new moderators. Yeah, not really understand. I understand this is fake account. I've got 40 of them. I keep getting banned by trolls. Accounts Mark tried to with my kids. Kev is nobody, blah, 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 blah. So he's still targeting the moderator's kids to this day.
Again, a heavily edited message. Lots covered up. Show the proof of me doxing whoever that's kids are. You can't. Why? Because it doesn't exist. And remember, you're friends with some of Kev's mods. I can get someone who supports me to do a similar message to me and make it look like you done stuff. Just like that narrative. You have no evidence, so you have to now work with your bully gang to now make stuff up.
To this day, nothing's changed, just the date. People's kids are being brought into it just because they moderate for Kev.
Not by me, but by the fake accounts that you accused of being me. And the fake Vegas accounts that you have made pretending to be me. Look at some of these accounts pretending to be me. Some look authentic and could easily fool people.
It's unfair. I'm leaving this person nameless because they came forward to me, but it's unfair.
More like it's fake and something you and Swag did together.
Kev's current mod 2025. Not fair, is it, guys? There's lines, there's ethics. This is another anonymous person who Vegas likes to work out who these people are and then out them. Yeah, I'll drop her a message to contact you if you like. I was asking about snowflakes. He mostly does. He's always been a horrid man. I'll never forget him putting a private phone call between me, Snowflakes, Gina, with me talking about my autistic child. He recorded that phone call without any of us knowing and posted it on YouTube.
Well, if don't understand why she wants to remain anonymous, Susan Cole, me lie. Maybe it's because if people listen to the recordings on my YouTube, then people will see your true colors and the way you towards me.
We had a call because of him. We were sick of him threatening us. Then he made out to us, and the police were... See what I mean?
Go listen to the voice recordings. See who was threatening who. Think you will see it was the other way round. And it wasn't a police call. I was actually at the station, which I tell them on the call. So again, twisting the narrative, forgetting the truth is out there for all to see and hear.
He's recording private conversations that have got nothing to do with the price of fish, and
maybe if you listen, you will see and understand why I recorded them. Situations like this is just one of them.
He's later using that as a weapon on his YouTube.
Nope, not using it as a weapon, using it to put the truth out there. You really seem to like twisting the narrative, don't you?
Loads of stuff on there like that. It's disgusting. Can't even have a private conversation. What's this? Is this second part of it? Yeah, that's it. He threatened us for a long time, but we were told we didn't want to speak to him. Worst threats got. He's definitely dangerous. 100% he's dangerous. Yeah, so that carries on further with that message.
And as you see my Michael's reply, he went to Roadman with his false narrative. Trying to stop the truth, but like I said, the truth will always come out when people like you spread lies.
It's not on, is it, guys? Oh, what have we got here? This was on Jimmy Grimble's page. This was a voice message that was left on Jimmy's phone by Mark.
Hello, Matthew. Just a quick call to remind you. The smartest thing to do, Matthew, would be to stop. And delete everything and don't post anything else about children, Matthew. You have been warned. You are a very naughty boy, Matthew.
Can't hear it.
It's okay, he will play it again. Sounds nothing like me and my lisp. The one they like to take the piss out of. Has mysteriously vanished, proven again it's lies. And more than likely one of them.
It's because his voice, hold on. Oh God. Sorry guys, technical difficulties.
And that can back.
Matthew, just a quick call to remind you, the smartest thing to do, Matthew, would be to stop and delete everything and don't post anything else about children, Matthew. You have been warned. You are a very naughty boy, Matthew. We really don't want to have to keep playing with you, Matthew. If you do not leave her alone, Matthew, it will get much, much worse. I promise you, Matthew.
See, there you go. The proof it wasn't me.
No, and this is what I caught off Jimmy's page. This was Vegas talking to him. It was a female who I spoke to who worked with you. You're friends with her.
That's not off Jimmy Grimble's page. That's messages showing you're in contact with that wrongin.
From Facebook. So he's going through Jimmy's Facebook, finding friends of his that he works with and then contacting them, which is further proof he uses Facebook.
Wrong again. I was given those details by someone who doesn't like Jimmy Grimble. And Jimmy hated the fact I wouldn't grass up who gave me those details.
To do all the disgusting things that he does. I never mentioned your family, only what I have been through. I still have the whole chat. No, it wasn't me, Big Gina. I targeted someone else. Right.
Yes, and that is the truth. I have the messages all saved in case do need to release them to prove I never doxed or spoke to his family. Only an ex-colleague of the company he stole the 50 grand from.
I haven't spoke to Jimmy and I won't speak to Jimmy, but I will put his story out there. I didn't speak to anyone at your work. I got messaging with someone who you worked with. So he's contacted people's works.
See, you're lying even with the messages behind you on green screen, saying I contacted his work when I didn't.
Stuff like that, like, where are the lines? And then he's saying Vegas doxed his kids.
Which I have never done, and I haven't seen his kids doxed anywhere by anyone. And if you look at my old videos of Jimmy, he went by the name The Alpha. You will see he has doxed kids and worse, and is happy to lie.
If that's what I'm catching from it. Like I said, I haven't spoke to Jimmy. I'm just putting this out there. It's on his page if you want to see it. This was someone who messaged Swag. Vegas was making posts with pictures of people's kids on. How has this been removed after I reported them? Vegas put it back up.
The same account that has been messaging everyone. The same account that wasn't me, but one of you pretending to be me, as many people have already proven. It's even the incorrect spelling of how I do my name.
And I can't find the third. I politely asked them to remove all of them because my page had my children on it, and honestly, I'm at the point of deleting the app. So, you know what I mean? He doesn't mind posting people's kids on there and stuff like that. Like he's been attacking me and my kids and me as a father.
That's a lie. Show proof of me mentioning your kids. I have only ever mentioned you setting a bad example as a father. By lying, bullying, mental health shaming, trying to cheat on your missus, etc. So again, making a narrative that doesn't exist.
No lines, no ethics, no morals.
Talking about yourself.
This was another girl. Vegas is a bully. He found my underage niece on Facebook and trolled her. Now, as we can see, that Vegas does go on people's Facebooks to find out about them, the family, as we've seen with Jimmy. See how all the dots are connecting and all the behaviours, all the patterns are coming together.
The only dots and patterns I see is you trying to get me wrapped in your false narrative, and I am joining the dots together with evidence. All you have is messages, but no actual proof. Just the same thing that's been proven already by the police. That I don't have the fake accounts that are doing these messages.
This message didn't pop up out of thin air out of sheer coincidence. These patterns.